into them aggressively, but you haven't got the best of lockdowns. Syndra can help facilitate that to a certain extent.
But now you've got 8 games here of Syndra for Xiaohu. He's most...
So Junjia should have to forfeit this Scuttle Crab when it comes up, but looks like he wants to get
This
mid
is
lane
a
before it
PTA
happens.
trundle. Scout's going to take the damage. Xiaohu's used Scout of the Week here. Exhaust is down. He has Flash. Xiaohu going to now try Flash over the wall, but it's matched. And in goes Junjia, the rookie jungler. Just says howdy.
Amazing play from Junjia there, holding on to the top side of the map. So trying to slow down things a little bit, but pings galore.
Yes, gets spammed. Unleash power onto Junjia, but not all orbs required as the killer's down. Shalom in a sticky position as well. Bottom roam first, and Xiaohu left on an island. Hope says thank you too.
Fantastic job from EDG to be accelerated towards that late game.
All the eggs around the mid lane. We couldn't have set this up better, Dagda. Xiaohu and Scout have had so much pressure from Junjia and Shalom. They're actually backing away, I think. Not enough vision acquired as RNG going for the invade. All the Forge God going to be used here. Dagda Shalom does have the ulti though as he picks up the blue buff. Going to have to use it now and right into the ultimate. Shalom is going to bring in his top lane Vladimir as well, but Lungshing doesn't get anything done as Scout comes in as well. And now the Kindred's dead. The wall across as Lungshing is looking for this Azir with Hemoplague already used, but Xiaohu's getting beaten with a club. Junjia picks up his second kill, and Lungshing is like, I believe, getting put down. Actually, we haven't heard the sound now. Looking for the final charge that just gets rid of all the bulwark bonuses. Mako and Hope roam up as well.
Betty's doing a good job though of answering the bottom side. So a lot of this gold has just gone straight into Betty, whereas it's
only onto the Yuumi. Lungshing tries to go in, but doesn't really get anywhere. Xiaohu now up here as well, and Betty does finally get the turret.
Backing off. They don't want to find themselves at the business end of that bullet time while there's no shield.
Betty used heal in that, by the way. That's not good. They're going to get poked out. Chain corruption comes through. A bit too far forward, Scout. Yes, I think you are. They're going to pay for it. As the making it rain portion from Hope works out.
It's EDG still able to pick up this objective. It's fortunate that Scout gave over the kill as part of that trade.
To Betty. He gave it over to Betty. Okay, two dragons. Like
they need. And as RNG, they've now got to try and fight through the likes of the Ornn, Junjia on this Trundle, and it becomes very difficult to do so.
That's 3K now. RNG
There's
moving in, teleport behind. That's going to be the Vladimir. Watch him as Dragon goes down to EDG. Junjia flashes out on the side. Lungshing in a great position. All he has to do is flash forward, but Scout of the Week is going to hit the Ornn with Chains of Corruption following suit. You can see Audi forgoes his life, but Lungshing comes in for the flank. Hope is stuck on with a Vladimir here. Into the brush they go, but EDG are getting choked out. Hope wants to get into the ulti, but he can't. Scout sends them backwards, and Royal never give up. Have given that triple kill over to the Fed Fares, and they know that EDG have nowhere to run. That was a big win for the red side.
EDG didn't want to commit the Call of the Forge God until the Unbreakable was down, but Audi waited so long that you had the TP complete from Lungshing. They're not done
well. Ming is flashing forward. Confidence play onto Junjia with the Yuumi. He gets slowed on down. Scatter the weak. Yuumi hops up as well. And now Mako will die as well. Everybody bleeds. And Royal never give up. Make them pay.
And RNG find the perfect side. And they're using the teleport advantage that they have to try and push in the bottom lane, knowing that Audi can't try and come and contest because he doesn't have his own teleport up and available. So RNG grouping as a 4-man unit and keeping EDG at bay.
Tempo snowball, Dagda. You called it out earlier on. That's what RNG like to do. They've found their tempo, they've found their snowball, and they're really playing through it. A second turret going down. Chains of Corruption was
into both of these river corridors.
And I talked about this the other day where RNG's ward clearance is actually insane at the moment. They're over 50% as Betty says, let's flash forward onto Scout. He's dead. Wow. Decision making, 10 out of 10.
There. Now RNG can pick up this Dragon uncontested and then move all that control of the map they have towards the top side.
Mr. Faithful and Betty with his Agent 007.
Oh, advantage. This is how RNG make their plays. Teleport coming in, though. They need to burn this fast.
Audi is waiting. Call the Forge God is there. Ming does have the Unbreakable, though. His Scout's moving in as well, but is it gone? Yes, it is. Flash, no! The Ornn steals it with Smite. Audi, the hero, as down goes the Lambs' fight. Shalom survives the now, but Scout with the wall in the pit. EDG clump on in as Betty is hitting hard again, but they can't do enough. Audi is the best Ornn in the LPL as far as I'm considered. EDG say it's not done. We want Xiaohu as well. He'll flash away, and just like that, EDG are back in the game.
And Asterix is the prophet once again. He does it with the bullet time. Will change the outcome potentially of this game.
Shame we're sponsored by Mercedes because Audi is showing up here on the day here for the top lane of EDG.
To try and control this objective unless they try and fight them with the Baron buff.
Oh, a good pillar there. Shallenbao going to hop on over. You can see the dangers of getting caught out with Junja and
no.
Xiaohu on a ward. They're going to look for the call. The Forge God, it finds a knock up here. And the book comes out again. Hope picks up that kill, and Xiaohu is not having a good start.
And now it becomes so difficult if EDG pick this up for RNG to try and fight them. So much poke can come through with the likes of this Azir, but they're going to try and take the 4 versus 5 fight.
Look towards Betty. It's about this far as AD carry. Audi jumps on in. Lungxing joining the play as well. Slowed on down as they get the Infernal Soul. The bullet time comes on out as Ming goes golden. Shallenbao finds Audi in the end. And RNG...
Started this one up. They will just remove the big purple worm off the map so quickly with Scout. Now though, starting to turn, see if they can get onto RNG.
Lungxing close behind them. Audi towards the pit as well. Hope goes back towards the Baron. It's at half health. They're resuming it. Shallenbao over the wall. Looking for a steal like EDG did to them at 2k. Shallenbao in there as well. Uses the Lambs despite stops the Baron, but will his health survive long enough? In there, the Baron is secured by Xiaohu. RNG get it right back. As now Lungxing with the hope of the fight here into the backline. The Vladimir is spitting out blood, but Lungxing now has to leave. Hope going golden as Audi jumps on in as well. This could be disastrous for EDG because RNG is so healthy. Scout sends it back, flashes away. Xiaohu with the scout of the week goes golden just in time, but RNG have already left him. Now they have to get the heck out of dodge. Hope with the Q, the slow. Ming has to flash as well, and these fights are messy as Lungxing tries to survive. I think, is he out? Yes, he is. But Betty is not. RNG get the Baron steal. RNG team fight, though. We're going to have to go back and digress because now free Elder. There's no way RNG get this. And EDG with the next fight, that execution bonus.
That team fight was incredibly messy.
Now with that Infernal versus the Baron. In the Elder versus the Baron, rather. They're going to start pushing in, and EDG is a 5-man unit. No, they have the advantage.
And look how
They
quick
just want that final fight.
The reason observers were showing you that is there's a ward behind EDG right now. Lungxing has his teleport available, and this might need to be the call if they want to force EDG out of the base.
But he's spotted out right now. He's sitting underneath the turret. EDG are pushing forward. With the Elder, they want to try and end this one. Call the Forge God going to be used to change corruption, but that ultimate from Audi was great as the bullet time is interrupted by Lungxing. He jumps in the middle of fight, but he's exhausted and he's dead. The attempt from EDG, or rather RNG, was there, but now with the Nexus turret focus, EDG is sticking around.
And they can look to finish this now. You've got Lungxing down, multiple health bars are low. EDG still have the Elder buff.
Shallenbao jumping in, unleash power onto Junja. He gets low, but meanwhile Scout is hitting away. The Nexus exposed. The shuffle back from Scout. And you know what? Now it is about the mid laner of EDG, as Hope does the same. A Game 1 win in bloody style.
Fairly scot-free, and this is why you can just look towards poke and an incredibly potent duo between Trundle and Yubi.
I'm happy to see this. This is his next.
You can see Betty is slowly and gingerly making his way towards that tower to pick up the farm, but EDG could look to punish after this dragon.
I mean, Hope in lane, right, has been one of the better 80 carries. Just the whole just holds the line.
That's a big ultimate to be down for Lungxing, though. You would love to have that available for, a team fight, but maybe you don't get to that.
Remember that Lamb's Spite's not available. Against the wave, he's going to use it there just to clear it out so that they take turret aggro. Good dodge away from Audi. He goes for the searing charge to flash away. Ming takes up for long enough. Shallenbao. The turret ramps up, remember. So that trade for EDG is better than expected.
Scout has the push. They're the ones that are also getting the turret plates on the bottom side. So this is net win completely for EDG.
Okay, it is going to be secured here by Junja. Pillar goes on up. Now, Shallenbao is contesting this. The Scout scatters the weak. Everyone collapsing from RNG. Unleash power doesn't do too much, but that is a good equalizer. Ming flashes over the wall with the Winter's Bite to flash away. You need one more here on the concussive blows. And they find it. Give it over to Kindred. I believe she also picks up a mark with that one as well.
Finally gets the second mark.
Used from both teams, though. The Subjugate as well from Junja, so 3 ultis for 3 ultis. We talk about Xiaohu in river here. He moves on up. They're going to start this dragon and take it away. So 1 apiece now with the gold lead for EDG right now. Oh, with Hope too. We've got some lane leads, right? Also, Ornn's in lane leaders. Maybe not the lead in lane right now. Good equalizer down to Junja. They're going to get the stun. He flashes over the wall. Teleport going to be response here. RNG using that advantage. A Scout's locked on down. Burnt to death with an arrow in his side. Shallenbao says, I'm Robin Hood. I'm now 3-1.
I don't know why EDG tried to fight there. There's no objective in river. There's not like there's even a mark there for Kindred. So EDG tried to move into the river, get matched by RNG, and the teleport from Lungxing means they can work on this bottom lane turret.
Hope here doesn't know what's waiting for him. A ward goes down just in time. Mako mounts Hope yet again. The Lost Traps are going to be used with the Glacial Fissure once more. Hope low and dead. Lunging makes the dive happen and Audi misses the ult. RNG now grouped as 5. And I got to say, what a great early game to fight back here for Royal Never Give Up.
You give them one step, they'll take an entire mile. Now there you go.
Corruption onto Junja. He has the subjugate, but he can't even use it. Xiaolongbao is giga-fed.
EDG just...
Okay, so before the Rift Dog gets put on down, let's have a quick uptake because 5 marks for the side of Xiaolongbao as well. Well, Junja has still been playing a good track towards mid, while RNG commit here for the Mountain.
EDG do the smart thing here. They give over the second dragon. They don't care if RNG pick this up. It's not like it's going to be overly impactful. And they can push in this wave mid while giving support.
Lungxing looks for this turret finally bought.
The Rift Tower is about to time out, so Xiaolongbao has to throw this down in mid lane. Lungxing will get this bottom lane turret, and if the charge comes through here, they'll pick up mid as well.
I mean, it will. Chance Corruption's going to miss, though. That's not good. Who's near for the turret? It is going to go to Betty and Ming in the end as well with Xiaolongbao. RNG get 2 turrets in one push in the very
where they've got the call. The Forge got to go pull across multiple people. Bullet time as well. They need to make picks like this.
I mean, Junja might be caught out here, but the bullet time! Line them up, baby! Lungxing doesn't get the abscond of Duck, but maybe the turnaround here is Scout gets done by a great equalizer. RNG collapsing in, and Xiaohu is burning Junja. He flashes over, meanwhile, while EDG look to take the fight. Xiaohu is on his lonesome. What a beautiful Scout of the Week from Scout. As EDG turn it right back around.
Make sure RNG are losing off the back of this play.
Audi now with his ultimate available. Lungxing without his. They get positioning over the dragon. The flank from Lungxing not successful. The final chapter comes through. You talk about the equalizer. That zones them away. Maybe for the dragon for now. They're going in for the steal. It is secured by RNG. But now the flash on top is the change to corruption. Land. Lungxing re-engages for success. But Hope with the bullet time again. Into the lands despite the call of Forge God. Now comes through. Xiaohu's dead. Lungxing golden, and there's always hope, isn't there? Scout of the Week, fly, Phoenix, fly. Sorry, wrong team. EDG pushing against RNG, and Ming now caught on out too. Give Hope more money. This guy should be famous by the end of the year, or the split, or this series.
Zoomies bringing the orange.
It's about not losing further here in the mid lane.
And Lungxing can play in this bottom lane as well. He's been doing a good job of pushing in waves consistently. Would like to see him still down there.
That Scout of the Week. Change Corruption doesn't land. EDG now say, let's go forward. They've got them sectioned off. Xiaohu with a great equalizer, but they're going forward. Xiaolongbao with the land fight yet again. The knockout comes through, and the fake call of the Forge God comes in. RNG get low. Xiaolongbao survives now with the bullet time, this time not hitting anyone, but they turn for the rest of them. And EDG find knock-up after knock-up. Xiaohu says, I try to burn people, but Scout is full of magical power. A double kill for the best on. And I think EDG now say, let's Baron.
That's the team fights from EDG. That's why we're highlighting at the start of the series how good they can be in these engagements. And it has now netted them the Baron. Once you see RNG commit the chains of corruption and it goes wide, it's open season for EDG. Nothing to lock them up, apart from maybe a Glacial Fissure, and especially when Lungxing has never connected these Call of the Forge Gods thanks to Junja, they're not going to be able to do anything.
Xiaolongbao tries to come in for a steal, but way too late. Lungxing in there with the TP as well, but Baron.
Next dragon for Orange. You've already lost vision control in your bottom side jungle. River belongs to EDG, and they're poking you out with this Baron underneath the turret.
The Yuumi from Mako yet again. He's Agent 007 just to show us. 008, I'm sorry. His turret is going to go down in the end. The pillar placement, great. Scatter the Week, good again.
Steal that could have been more useful. Subjugate isn't going to do a huge amount here.
They're going to be walking forward. Audi with the ultimate available. Chains of Corruption is used. RNG trying to defend this inhibitor, but Betty has not been on point with the ultis this game. The Hail of Arrows doesn't do anything either, as Hope is walking forward aggressively. Inhibitor down, gold leader
here. They can get the waves in order, which is going to be at least a little bit of a help for them, but EDG are running them.
He's got 2 items himself, but waiting for that big equalizer to stomp down EDG. But EDG...
So EDG, even though they don't drop anybody on RNG, they'll get the turrets in response.
These guys are feeling it here. Another inhibitor going
so often, and if they can find a massive equalizer, they could deal the damage they need, but Xiaohu...
Caught on out, call the Forge God, the equalizer, rubbish. And that positioning was rubbish. That was horrible. 0-4, Xiaohu this series has been outclassed by Scout. And EDG now with a 4 versus 5. They're saying, EZ clap, let's run it forward as Lungxing now for final engage. He takes the subjugate looking for it, but Lungxing's dead as well. The Lambs despite only Denazi in there forward again as Scout and Junja with Audi paired work together as a cohesive unit. This is not the story of RNG, it's the story of Edward Gaming dissecting them play after play and taking us to match point that I'm sure not many people expected.
Stop the likes of the Mordekaiser are getting in, or okay, Ming going towards a comfort pick.
Ming in the past, yeah, all about like these spellcasters. We've seen Ming's more Syndra definitely available with the Lambs or Spiders. Junja, he's only level 2. He's going to have to smite that one away and does. Hits level 3 now for Xiaolong Bao. Wants to duel this one away, but Lungxing is coming in. Junja doesn't care though. Doesn't have the flash available, otherwise he might go in. The knock up here, the searing charge, the bellows breath to secure first blood with the auto attack. And now Audi left out to the win with RNG.
Base with Scout not being able to push in as aggressively in this mid lane as he would have liked. Xiaohu gets across first as well.
Now Ming with the Dark Binding here. Ignite's going to go down. He flashes away, but now they turn on to Betty. Hope has the damage. The double up's great. Hope still with the flash available. Matched by Matego, and he whacks a few and gives one over to Hope as well. The bottom lane again.
And this time, Hope the
Big trade against this Mordekaiser. Bellows breath good again. Lungxing getting baited in. Xiaolong Bao's coming up, but here is spotted Junja. They try and turn on the Mordekaiser. Lungxing has a good knock up. Flashes away though. Audi needs one more bit of damage. Won't get in time, but Xiaolong Bao comes in with a smite. The smackdown with the obliterate, and Xiaolong Bao gets out with a mark in hand.
That was so close.
While the Dragon's going on, because there's no contest, so that's going to be secured by RNG, but it's good combo here from Scout in the mid lane.
Want to try and contest if this fight is to kick off, but you can see Junjia has this Rift Herald still, so when you force Ming back, now they can make this play on the bottom side.
Xiao has exhaust, very close call onto Scout, and doesn't have to use that fake exhaust anyway. Xiaolong Bao baiting him in, over the wall. Scout now in a bit of trouble. He has the flash available. Xiaolong Bao matches that as well. Scout of the week not used in time, and Xiaolong Bao not getting ahead of himself there.
Great bait from Xiaohu to draw Scout in. Oh, Betty though.
But we're diving in the bottom lane. Double flash comes through. Betty just dies to the subjugate, I believe, as a double kill for the Misfortune. And now we're really... Dragon is going to be taken. EDG okay giving this one over, but turret.
Was a little bit worried for Hope there. Wasn't sure if RNG were just going to run straight to the bottom lane and try and cut him off, but he gets the tower. First turret going over again into the hands of Hope. Now though, TP to try and keep this turret mid-standing.
Using this one. That's a big minion wave. All 5 members here. Drop bubble land. So does the Dark Fighting. They're all in. And Audi with a bit of a whoopsie, as the turret's going to go down as well, and EDG's top lane.
Out of the fight.
Plus, you can't help but think about the success rate of the lethality virus paired with like a Zoe or a LeBlanc through the mid lane, as Audi's been bullied this game. Knock up against the turret. Minion wave's going to be cleared though. Xiaolong Bao going in. Good dodge of the Dark Binding. He still has the ulti available, but I believe it was Bellows' breath that stopped that one there.
It was the black shield from Ming as well. You've got the double there where you can't try and get onto Xiaolong Bao because of that black shield we talked about. So here we go. Rift out of the bottom lane. EDG trying to answer for a tier 2 in the...
Trouble Bolt from downtown almost connects as Hope gets the solo gold top, while RNG get the inner towards the bottom side.
It's a trade to, top tower he's gotten so far. So it's Hope who's going to be very much ahead when it comes to damaging these fights if he can set up. But top lane.
Big on. Lungxing says, I am Papa. But good scout of the week here from Scout will stop that in its tracks. Okay, knock up here from Lungxing. Bellows breath. Flash. Oh, scout of the week again. Lungxing. Can he do it? Underneath the turret, Scout is now on the run. And this got super interesting, super fast.
Junji and Xiaohu are moving up though. This is going to be a 2v2.
The searing charge now available. Lungxing, and he gets Scout of the week yet again. Xiaohu comes on up, misses on Scout. Unleashed power is there? No. It was on cooldown as the Ornn will get traded off in the end, but now Xiaohu on the chase for Junjia, who's just in no man's land.
New challengers are approaching though. Xiaolong. RNG though will get this dragon.
I don't care.
Hope.
Okay, ultimate's going to come through. He gets it.
Oh my god, what?
You've always got hope. We said that many times. You've always got
just
hope.
spot him because they don't have vision on it, so Longxing still gets out. So it's teleport and that ultimate down, but Xiaohu will get the tower in the top lane because no Longxing for RNG. They're incredibly squishy. So if Scout finds a pick off the Scout of the week...
Guys are trying to get this Nash's Tooth as the second item while the ornaments are starting to come through. Dark Bindings looking here from Ming as Junja gets another good hook, but here comes Call the Forge God from Longxing on top of Scout. Scout of the Week's good, but they launch on him as bullet time comes through as well, but Shalom Bao launches down with the Lamb's Respite. Junja tries to get in as well, they get a shutdown as Audi now makes his presence known, but Betty will be able to take him out, and RNG with their first big win in the team fight in this series. And now on top of Hope and Mako. They're trying to run out as well. Xiaohu has the flash over the wall, the trouble bubble looking to land. Hope dodges away. One more hit. The burn down here is not going to be enough. And RNG have to let those two go. They still win out in the end. It's a bit disingenuous there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't pay attention to that. Because Betty now has a couple of kills. He's got a bounty on his head as well as pulled on in, caught on out. Is Mako here. He's going to be locked on down and he's dead. The bullet time comes through, but to no effect. Now with the Call of Forge God on the back line, Longxing flashes over, doesn't get the knock up though. A good Scout of the Week to disengage, but Xiaohu flashes over, Trouble Bubble lands onto Audi. This ever-chasing fight from RNG doesn't seem to end right now, as Shalom Bao says, don't worry guys, we can still get the Dragon on top of that already kill.
No steal will come in this time from EDG, and RNG can set themselves up onto that soul point. This is what we talked about when RNG get to these later stage fights.
It's only an 800, 900 gold lead here for RNG at 25 minutes, but mention the items that are coming through is into the realm of death. Does Audi win this one? Well, he still has the shield and he has Hope on the way, but Shalom Bao looking to match here is out of the death realm. Now, going to pull in Longxing back in. Hope joins the fray. That's a good ultimate from Shalom Bao, but he's caught on up with Mako joining in as well. But the knockup comes through and Hope goes down. A big shutdown, in fact, to Xiaolong Bao. Down on top of the Baron. They're now going to say, okay, we're on the way. Xiaohu and Betty looking to zone them out. Mako walking through the pit as well. The trouble level dodged away by Hope as Xiaohu runs on in yet again. Change Corruption does land onto this Nautilus, and Hope now is positioning with the Lamb's Respite used early. Call the Forge God though to re-engage. It's Hope now looking to take on Xiaohu, but there's the cleanse away again. Ming goes golden with the chains unleashed, but 5 members make the turn from EDG, and Xiaohu can't get the re-engage. That's a condition that RNG need to be made aware of. Watch this Mordekaiser in the upcoming fights while Xiaohu and Betty again are big as Longxing. No, you can't. Searing charge through that. Scatter the weak. Top laner caught on out here, but he's tanky enough. Maybe the re-engage with Ming speeding him up with the Shirelles wherever his unleashed powers there. Mako for the re-engage. Through a choke, they use the Lamb's Respite, but the Scatter the weak sends them to the left, and Audi picks up another. RNG in a choke, no. As Betty moves back to the mid lane, he gets rid of the...
EDG can turn on this, and when we talked about how squishy the rest of RNG are, if EDG turn, they will drop.
They need a steal here. Shalom Bao needs to come up big, and so does Xiaohu and Betty, who finds the pick immediately. EDG peel away from the Baron. Now the teleport from Longxing. Audi and Junja are low. They're going to rush for the Baron, but they're probably going to die in the process. The smite is secure, but Longxing into the pit finds the shutdown onto the Mordekaiser, while Junja is going to sacrifice his life as well. Mako died before, so only 2 will exit with the sneaky Baron.
There will be the Cloud Soul going over to RNG. Xiaolong Bao.
Poke over the wall, doesn't find it, but RNG with all that pressure might be able to secure mid, and there it goes.
Look at the side waves though. RNG need to try and get these in check. Top and bot are pushing, and with just a minute left until these big objectives gone.
Walking blind here, but going to use the Dead Man's Blade. He thinks he can take it out, but Mako gets poked down and he's dead. Bullet time comes on through, but EDG are walking into this. While meanwhile, Unleashed Power onto Xiaohu. He has to flash away while Scout does the same here. The mid laner from EDG looking to take...
EDG need to get in here.
Audi's now repositioned with the rest of the team. At 7k is the Elder. 5 members channeling through. Junja almost dies from the poke here. They need to go in now with the Unleashed Power and the Chain Corruption landing on top of Audi. 2k now. The steal is impossible. No! Secured by RNG. They have the execution available. Lunging on the back line of Hope. The execution not there because he goes golden, but EDG are so damn low. Here it comes, a great Scatter of the week, but not enough because Elder Dragon gives a triple kill to a damn Ornn. And Royal Never Give Up finally edged their name somewhere in this series.
The bellows breath is the roar from EDG, RNG as they manage to take out the Elder Dragon. They will pick off EDG and they will push us to a game 4.
Finally something here as Xiaohu gets that one blind easily. The full-blown ace as EDG have to watch on in horror as their 3-0 dream is crushed right here, and RNG start the journey for that reverse sweep. Finally, a breath of fresh air with RNG succeeding. We'll see if it works out, Cotton, because EDG now, they're like, hey, what can we pair in the bottom lane? Do you want to see, what meta are we? Is it 2017?
Well, maybe.
It's already used, so they're going to be walking over a ward here. 120, here they come. Xiaohu's sitting close with Ming, and everyone's here. Trouble will get sent on out, and EDG, again, no clearance tools. And they don't know they're standing here. Ming finds a binding. Xiaohu, he started the W, so he can flash and then shield a Durand, and he does! Over to 4 people! Junja has the bonus flash as well. Lungxing is here, matching it. Junja walking away at the grave. Audi with a good knockup and flashes away as well. While Lungxing goes a bit too deep. EDG now have the damage and have the first blood. Ming away as well. And you know what? This has just gone from bad to worse. RNG get hoisted by their own petard.
Rush was buffed, but for melee users, so Junjia won't get the benefits of that buff, but still get the benefits of just a solid rune choice.
Towards mid lane, Mako's going to be caught out here, but slowed on down. Remember, Karma has ultimate level 1 as Scout moves back into the mid lane. Xiaohu on the wrong side of this wave. Where do you go? Paddle Star and a Karma Graves walking up. The shield of Durand is really not going to do a single thing. This game is getting out of hand. Or rather, just going. Doesn't actually have the boots enhancement available as the dive is coming through. RNG need to find a lane, and this could be it. Audi now knows there's going to be a shield of Durand yet again. Audi gets a searing charge. Meanwhile, though, as Lungxing is the one taking it up. Good winds of war, but Audi survives through the last tick as well. Someone has to finish him off. He gets the triumph in the end as well, I believe. Healed on up, or rather the time warp tonic. But now Xiaohu coming through. Shielded Durand underneath turret. No. And another turret shot comes through. Lungxing survives, but oh no is right.
EDG that are forcing RNG into these strange positions. Now though on the bottom side, hope needs to run.
Out, slowed on down. He has to flash, but maybe not worth it here. Betty matches it with Ming, but into the alcove. And Xiaohu joins as well. Make up for the slow, but flashing away from Ming. As Hope tries to sneak into the brush, he's waiting for his team to arrive. Mako's still alive. Junja flashes on the back end. This is messy, and Xiaolong Bao needs the frozen domain, but he lives. Hope walks through the alcove and makes it happen, and Junja cleans up.
More plays on the flashless RNG bot lane.
Ming's already died twice. He doesn't want to go down that route yet again. Here comes Scout, even over a ward. Dodging away, that was the W damage and auto from Scout. Battlestar would have surely killed the level 5 as full time used, but that means he's immobilized for the time being. End of the line with a nice piercing arrow. Hope with another, and now EDG give their AD carry a bit more turret plating.
Yeah, and Xiaolong Bao can answer for this play in the top side of the map, but gold into the hands of Lungxing is not really where you want this to be. Unless Lungxing can take over a side lane, which he's still a fair bit off of, then maybe it can become useful, but Audi should be fine, even just getting a bunch of armor to sit in the side lane, push out against Lungxing.
So now, we continue forward here for EDG, and we look towards the bottom lane that still has a 30 CS lead. Mid with 20 as well.
Two lanes, you've always got to be careful.
Predator going to be used by Xiaohu just in time as the binding does connect here on the AD carry. Hope doesn't have the flash available, and that's a shutdown, unfortunately going to Ming. But a shutdown all the same.
And this is where it gets dangerous. How can EDG kite back if Ming gets the bind?
Both top laners are peeling back, waiting to TP in. Trouble Bubble will connect, and you can see EDG trying to pull out that TP. They flash on in. Ming gets a shackle on 2 here. It's Junja locked on down, even with the phase rush as TP is coming through. Full time knock, greater Scout already picks up one, but Lungxing, the most fed member, into the back line. Galio follows suit as well, but they've just walked into their doom. The Winds of War won't kill Scout. He's moving so damn fast. And EDG all survive with RNG kiting back.
It's impossible for Betty to keep up. EDG scatter to the winds as the 350 gold bounty as well. Scout is going to be massive in this game.
Share the gold around to the 2 most fed members. If that is gold above Xiaohu, I would believe that. 5,800 above right now, and going for another turret. I mean, there's no one here. EDG just get this for free.
They might even get another
blocked by Betty. He heals Ming, thankfully. Scout's still here, though. Xiaohu's like, can I flank anymore? Probably not, sir. There goes the turret.
And off against Lungxing, and I think the burst power is far better. So I think this is one of the times where maybe picking up this Morello isn't the best call, but It may not even get to that point.
Nope.
EDG are just clearing out towers. They've now got pressure.
Viable.
And Junja picks up the dragon for free here. Yes, you get a little bit of poke onto Audi, but they stop that.
There is a mortal reminder built here by Hope as his third item, and they're going to find someone. Langxing does the do-si-do, though. Over the wall before he spotted out. Here comes the World Ender. Mako is pathing a bit inconsiderately. Going to get pulled back on. Here's the Galliot finally coming through. Flush away from the support. Call the Forge God lined up with Chains of Corruption as well. Here's the Wombo. Ming in the choke as well. Shielded around from Xiaohu finally, but it's only onto Mako that is low, and Scout wasn't even part of the play. Now finds his way on top of Langxing, who, whichever way he goes, it's not going to be pretty. Trouble bubble denied, but not the kill in the end. EDG continue this forward. 2019 through spring, through summer, where they lost in the quarterfinals, where in round 1 last spring for EDG, they don't want that to be the same here, and with their sub-roster to boot with Junja and Audi, we haven't seen Jed do it. But they have to first close this game out. 6k gold lead now. Again, broken inhibitor down the bottom side that Langxing is absorbing at the moment for the extra goal. Heal them up, but it's not really enough collateral damage. EDG just going to walk up to this turret and say, yoink.
With all these multiple pressure points. Yeah. EDG now looking to crack open the inhibitor off of the super creep spot zone.
I mean, Xiao just doesn't clear them fast enough. 4 members here, Scout over the wall, looking to poke Langxing for the engage, the Black Shield on, but the Mantra Inspire on everyone as Gallu comes in. Shield Duran denied as Hope goes golden, but so does Xiao. Bullet time comes through. EDG may be getting shut out here until Junja says bang. Langxing still healthy though in the World Ender, but getting fought back. Scout is so fed, he flashes over the pillar, and Langxing in the base, not even safe there. Audi collapsing as well, and this series has been EDG all the time. It might be theirs for the taking now.
EDG, once again, kite back. They take themselves out of the grasp of RNG and put them one step closer to finals.
The last defense for RNG. They're going to make a big run for finals, Dagda, but this team could potentially do it. Ming here against the Nexus as well with the first turret going down. Betty poked out. Xiaolongbao the same. Junja doing exactly that too. As Ming, Betty all flashing away. Low health bars for EDG, but now an exposed Nexus as RNG flush on top of them. Everyone getting so damn low. Scout to go golden. Betty surviving. RNG with the last defense. Might actually just have it here until the flash forward. Xiaolongbao though knows he has support from Langxing. The hero's entrance, a messy end, because it's not ending now. Goodbye, Hope, and RNG, hold on.
They prod and push back RNG. Now EDG have turned over towards the dragon. It's going to go down, and
gee, that was not good. And now EDG say, okay, we're going to go forward again.
And it's the Shirelli's burn from Ming as well, so they can't collapse.
More time there. The Galio ult into the backline as well. Xiaohu can get a big shield of Duran. RNG looking to hold on, but Hope still alive as well as the poke coming through from Scout. RNG using the all-in from Langxing, but Junja's alive as well. Petty finds one. RNG find another. Maybe it's not doomed at all, but Junja gets the kill. Turn around here with Hope still alive as well. It was so close. They're on their deathbed, and RNG tried everything. Ming's the only one alive. The inhibitor not even necessary as Audi TP's in for the win. Ming, say goodbye. That's it for you. For the first time ever, RNG are out in round 1. And EDG putting on such a stylish show here to 3-1 and move on to face